So I've had my second accident in 2 days. So yesterday I spilt the honey all over the turntable of the jar machine, and today that was a full 25 litres of syrup. There's the lid for it, that's now over the back of the truck, and there were the bee suits that were in the back that are now covered in said syrup. Just making more work for myself. 16 degrees, and I'd love to be in the apiaries seeing what the bees are doing, but instead I'm mixing bee feed. Man, even if I open them now and I find anything I don't like, or queenless or failing queen, nothing I can do anyway, so at least it's warm enough where the bees have been making most of the natural pollen. Make sure I get it out. So, fill this up. Just noticed the front is weeping and I don't know why. But anyway, it'll have to, it's not weeping enough to worry about. I'll leave it outside and it doesn't go over the unit. And then I'll get my little pump rigged up. That was an issue last year and the year before that little pump. It's not big enough for mixing sugar, so it really need a big one. 2 inch. Because the sugar ends up clogging up the 1 inch pump. But I haven't got one in a minute, so that'll have to do. Carry on emptying the rest of these. And I think I'm going to put some Hive Alive into this. Saturday afternoon, start of a new week, well, end of a week, whatever you want to, way you want to look at it, whichever way you want to look at it. Girls up again, Vic's topping up a tan, 17 degrees, so it says. Finally got through the IBC cage of frames, just a slack handful left, and a full basket that's just been melted, rendered down, which is a job done. And then, like I say, carry on making these building these, so we're just slowly getting through them. Show you. So to get them together, still obviously got to wax them, got all the foundation here. And then what else have we got to do? Like I say, re-wax those, cut cone frames, and all these frames that we're building are going to go into all this plain stuff. So we just started filling these with new frames and foundation. We're ready to go out in spring. So I put the video out this morning, and someone's already said about the Insta app. They've been into their hives, so I feel a bit weird. I've seen so many posts on social media, people going into hives, not necessarily inspecting, but just having a good look, popping the lids. Not had a chance this week, but then again, if you go into your hives and you find something, or I go into my hives and I find something I don't like, or failing queen, or something broke then, cup, a failing queen or a damaged queen, just bear in mind there's nothing you can do at this moment in time, at this part of the season. You can't buy a new queen, they can't replace that queen, you know what I mean, there's not enough drones about or anything else like that, they won't go out and get mated. So just err on the side of caution if you are going to go into those hives. I mean, personally I won't risk it. It's fine popping a lid, but at the moment all you can do is assess your colony from the top, really, if you're doing that. So we've got that syrup mix now, it's all done and dusted. I'm just waiting for the Hive Alive to put in it. And then we're going to be dragging these feeders out, going out, putting feeders on everything that's going up to the OSR. We've got a last bit of fondant to use up on some of the nukes, and then that'll be it. Spring feeding regime will start, but like I said in last week's video, if you're not targeting something, then don't worry about it. Just stick to fondant. Where are you going, love? School. You want school? Yeah. But you don't go to school? No, I go. Alright. You're going to go pubs? Yeah. I don't know where she got that from. Right, so yeah, lazy afternoon for us. Just might as well be out than stuck indoors, aren't we? So just tinkering with stuff and getting bits done. So I've just had a parcel arrive in the post. I think I know what it is, to be honest. Open it and see. I mean, it's on camera now, so if it's not what I think it is, it's going to be embarrassing, as if, in case Vic's been shopping on Love Honey again or something like that around summers. But let me try and open this. So I was informed this week I won a competition, and I've never won anything before in my life. Sorry, apparently cliche, but So those of you who are at the beekeeping show may have saw Hive were running a competition to guess how many, like a cutter that goes. I've shown it on our channel. Like the cutter that cuts into the pre-packed fondant. So there were so many of those in a jar, and you had to guess how many there were in there. And I believe I was the lucky winner who got it spot on. And the prize was 2 litres of Hive, which has come. Listen, it's not a fix, nothing's planned, just in time for us to put it in our RBC. Yeah, so I need to look at, blind as a bat. I was at the opticians the other day and they've deteriorated again, so that's another set of glasses for grafting this year. I'll try and figure out the quantities, whether there's enough to put in the RBC. It's only 600 litre RBC, so I'm hoping we'll get away with it, and then it's here just in time. But thank you very much, Hive. Not really an acceptance speech, I know that, but great stuff. Yeah, I've used it before. I'm a fan of it, and it would be put to good use. Thank you. So the dosage is 2.5 ml per 1 litre of syrup. So quick maths, taking my socks and shoes off. So 600 litre RBC, that's 1.5 litres of Hive. So that's now half a litre left. Spot on. So I'll get that in the RBC and we'll get it all mixed up. It says shake well. So I think one of the active ingredients is seaweed. And definitely there's a touch of thymol in there. And there we go. 1.5 litres. Good morning then. Focus for this week. Ultimately checking our hives for feed. So we just had what, 4-5 days or so of decent weather. Double figures up to 17s on Sunday. But we're back down to 8s today. But it's been on my mind. Obviously I'm trying to look at hives. There's not a lot of movement. Hopefully that is because it's chilly. But there are some bees flying. Yeah, it's been on my mind that obviously the more active they are, the more they're going to consume. And I'm just a bit paranoid in case I haven't got enough feed on some of these hives, especially the nukes. So I've come out, just gonna, that dandelion's already. Just gonna flick through these hives. So these are active, which is good. Right, flick through these nukes, see what's what, if they need anything. This will be the last lot of fondant, and then we'll switch over to syrup then. So this is what I feared. Not a scrap of food left in there, so we'll get some more feed on these girls. And I've only opened the first few, and there's a couple like that even on this pallet as well. There we go. One thing's clear though, there are some monster nukes here. Some people are going to be getting some stormers. I just come to the unit and I could hear something rattling around inside. I thought, what the bloody hell's that? Where's it gone? So we have acquired a pigeon. It's just, I'm just up, oh there it is. Just up by the top, I'll open the shutter and let it out. God knows how long that's been in here. I don't think I came in yesterday. Oh, pigeon. There you go, saved. Right, so whilst I've got you anyway, plan. I've got some bits of sort in there, some variety packs. I thought that was weeping the other day. I've still got a bit of settled sugar in the bottom of this, so in reality I need a bigger pump. That's not big enough, but it'll have to do for now. I have had one up, a 2-inch one that I need to go and pick up from Blackpool, but it'll have to do for now. So I'm going to carry on mixing that because I've got what, 30 packs of fondant left. I'll need those for Liverpool sites, and then we're on syrup after that. I'm not buying any more, so get that mixed up whilst sorting some labels and stuff out in there. I've just come to stick a few labels on some jars, and I thought it's an ideal time. So a few people have asked us of late. Let me see if I can balance this on here. There we go, what's that? So a few people have asked us of late, I don't know how much saying, I've sat you on the wax melter and I can hear it bubbling away, so I don't know how much the mic's going to pick up, but anyway, yeah, you can see that there. So we bought this second hand a few years ago now. Got it when the number of jars we were selling was getting a little bit out of hand for doing the labelling by hand, if that makes sense. So I'd seen, I think on one of Lawrence's videos, Lawrence showed it years ago. So you can get these readily on eBay, probably Temu, Alibaba, things like that. Obviously eBay is easiest. We actually picked this up second hand on Facebook Marketplace, but it's really simple, really straightforward. So obviously you need your labels on a roll, so down here, so like so. So they're on a cardboard roll, also made for our jars, and that fits onto the back, like so. And then I have to remember, well, I've got to the stage now where I can remember it actually. So under over all the way through the rollers, and then all it's a case of then obviously setting your stop to the bottom of the jars here, so it lines up, so all the jars line up nice and your labels, and then you just crank the handle and there, presto, done. So I mean there's nothing more to it than what I've shown you really. Like, so you set your rollers the right distance apart for your jars. There's a little bit of setting up, obviously leveling your where you want your roll of labels to go, but other than that the only issues we've had with this are the handle. So that nut, because you're putting quite a bit of pressure in, the more labels you put on, so the more tension builds up here, and you end up, that's only tightened up against that, so we ended up taking it off, drilling the bar, and then reseating this inside, so now it physically can't come off. And like I say, we've got to say, so if you're doing a couple hundred jars, it's fine. We've just actually purchased a brand new automated labeling machine, which is outside, shrink wrapped, which we'll show you at a later date once we get it set up somewhere where it can operate. And then the idea is then the jar machine will feed the labelling machine, and then the labelling machine will go to the packing bench then, But yeah, just straightforward. I don't really use these bits. Obviously these are just guides for the labels. I'll show you one more time. And there we go. I think I paid £40 to £50 for this second hand on Marketplace. You will find them on eBay. Obviously you won't if you're all going up once. But second hand, and then this is obviously new on eBay as well. Probably around the £150 to £200 mark new. But again, for a time saving thing, well worth the money. So there you go. No, I wish there was more to it, more to show you other than that, but it is really simple. I'm not going to say it's a game changer, but it certainly speeds up the labelling process. Yeah, maybe it is. You know, I mean, if you're doing several hundred yards at a time by hand, it's a bit of a bee ache, isn't it? So, so yeah, have a look. I won't put any links in the description or anything like that, because obviously there's quite a few sellers out there doing them. So get on eBay, have a look, get Temu or whatever, and if you're in the market for one, there you go. This morning's little job then, after my trip to the dentist, I'm going to have a rummage through these supers. So these are cap frames from last season that need extracting. Well, a mix of cap frames that need extracting and uncapped. Now obviously the uncapped are no good to us now. We can't extract them, can't do anything with them, but they still have a use. So I'm going to rummage through, like I say, anything uncapped, with bits of nectar in there, or perfectly drawn frames, or anything else like that. We'll all be put in boxes together, and they will go on our bees in a couple of weeks' time, and that'll act as rocket fuel, that then. So the bees will consume those leftover honey from last year, or any uncapped honey, and it will just get them away then, especially on the OSR bees and things like that. So that's my job. So I just reduce this pile down. Anything that is capped, ready to extract, obviously we'll leave here, and then anything else, partly capped or uncapped frames, they'll get stuck on the bees for spring. So the likes of that, it looks amazing on one side, all capped, and then you turn it over, and it's got a little circle in the middle. So put that on the bees, and they will probably consume that for spring feed then.
The distances we covered, the fist fights on the beach, the busies round us up, do it all again next week, an embryonic love.
And there we go, we've whittled it down to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 full supers, 4 supers of cut comb that are worth keeping, and then the rest of these dozen or so supers can go out on the bees, and then build some frames for these ones as I've whittled through them. So another job ticked off, and also that's what I'm trying to do, just keep ticking all these little jobs off all the time, because that's going to help me know when with feed and things like that. There's my phone with Vic, seeing what time I'm home. And like I said last week, I'll start going through those cut comb boxes there. And before I forget, in fact, Aidan. So met Aidan at the beekeeping show, another great guy, came over and spoke to us, and we swapped some honey. And I've been meaning to give him a little bit of plug. So Wheeland Honey it is. So thank you very much. I do enjoy sampling other people's, and I'm going to be honest, and you wouldn't think you would as a beekeeper, because you get plenty of your own, but it's always nice to taste other people's honey. And I'm always still now surprised at the difference in taste and things like that all around the country. So shouldn't be that surprised, should I? Because I'm in the job and I know what it involves and why it tastes so different, but it just enjoy it. So thank you very much, Aidan.
Embarrass yourself for someone, crying like a child, and the boy you kicked Tom's head in still bugs me now. That's the thing, it lingers and claws you when you're down.
And there we go, as easy as that. So regular viewers will have probably seen that at some point in one of our videos. We've shown it before. That's a frame jig. If you're one of those who skip through the video and you've not seen it, that serves you right. Or if you're new to the channel, yeah, so we've got one of those for the super frames and for the broom frames, and it just makes life so much easier. So these are all the frames, super frames we cleaned as well, so they need a good scraping down, and they're ready for foundation going in. And then obviously all these supers empty at the moment, so those frames can go back into there. Just in case, again, just plodding on with that. Right, what time is it? Nearly home time. Should be the first race. Cheltenham week.